Everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can tie a star knot. This star is going to have 5 points and it's going to be 2 lead. Now, this knot is a little bit advanced, but it's nothing you can't handle with a little bit of patience and a little bit of practice. So if you don't get it your first time, don't worry, because as long as you keep at it and keep practicing, you will soon become a master of this knot. Anybody can do this, so don't give up if you fail your first time. That's all I wanted to say, so let's get started. And just on a side note, I am getting over a cold, so if my voice is a little scratchy or hoarse, I apologize. So please bear with me, and let's learn how to knot. So for this knot, we are going to want about 5 feet of rope to be able to comfortably tie it. And our first step is to fold our rope in half. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the strings and we want it to be shorter than the other. Okay, and so the shorter string we're going to want about 12 inches or a little more. But about 12 inches should be fine. And so we're going to turn it so we have the end here on our right, and our shorter end is going to be the string on the bottom. Okay, so little loop on the right, shorter string on the bottom. The first thing we're going to want to remember is we're always going to keep our thumb kind of pinching the 2 ropes together, so we always have this loop. And next, we're going to take that shorter string and we're just going to wrap it around that loop in front of our thumb to make another loop. So it wraps around. And now that string is going to be between the 2 loops, and we're just going to take the end of it and feed it through that new loop. And as it's feeding through, we're going to take the string here. As you can see, it's starting to form another loop, and to help it, we're just going to take it and twist it. So now we have another loop, okay? So it just went like this. You twist it over itself, and we have a 3rd loop. And we're going to take that shorter string, we're going to hold it between the original loop and now our newest loop. We're going to take that end and we're going to feed it through the new loop. And again, we twist the ropes so we have another loop. So we'll have 4 loops. And then we're just going to take that shorter string and it comes right between our original loop and the new loop. Just like that. And then we are done using our shorter rope, and we're going to come in and use this longer rope now for our next step. So we're going to come and take the end of our longer string and we're going to feed it kind of through right here up top. So it's going to go under our original loop, the edge here, then under that shorter string, and then under our latest loop, so the last loop we had made. And you're just going to pull that through. So you can think of it as we went under it twice. We went under, under, and under. And so now we take the end again, and we're going to feed it back this way. And this time we're going to go over twice and under once. So we're going to go over, so over the loop here, over the short string, and then under here. And that's what it should look like. So So my 2 strings are going out right there. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. And now I'm going to rotate the whole knot for easier tying. So the 2 strings are going to be kind of facing towards me. Okay, so this is what your knot should look like so far. As you can see, we have 5 little points and our strings are facing us. And now our step is to take the end of the long string and we're going to feed it right alongside the short string. And it's going to always be on the inside, and we're just going to run it parallel against that short string all the way around our knot. All right? And the important thing to remember is it's always going to be on the inside. This part can be a little tricky when we get to our turns, but I will explain that when we get to one. So we just are going to feed it through, doubling up on the inside. So as you can see, we have come to our first turn. And so this is the part that I said is a little tricky, because as you can see, as we're following it along, our turn, it's going to originally want to be along the outside of that turn, but we want it on the inside. So we just take it and kind of cross it over and then follow along on the inside. So every time we come to a turn, if you notice it starting to go on the outside, just cross it over and continue on the inside. We're at another turn, so again, cross it over and follow along on the inside. Another turn, so again, make sure you cross it over so that it follows on the inside track. Okay, now we have completed our star knot. Sort of. Okay, so as you can see, it kind of looks like a mess, not gonna lie. But there is a way to fix this, and that's just to go through and tighten all the strings. Okay? And that's actually a necessary step because most people's star knots are gonna look like this at first, unless you are very talented, which if you are, props to you. But I am not, so I have to go through and just pull gently on each individual string and then kind of follow along the path to tighten it. And once I tighten it, we'll have a knot that looks more similar to this little guy. Okay? So let's just get to tightening. This will take a lot of patience, so I recommend turning on your favorite music or your favorite TV show while you tighten your knot because it will take some patience. Okay, so once you have all your ropes tightened, this is what it should look like. So it has 5 defined points and looks like a star. And that's all there is to it. All this knot takes is a little bit of patience, and then I promise you'll be able to do it. I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching.